Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' very impressive 5-0 win over Dunfermline yesterday. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll be well on our way. We'll just get straight into this video, guys. Rangers 5, Dunfermline 0. I was way off my prediction, and I think the reason for that is we got the early goal and it settled us really quickly. Very quickly we were into like a 3-goal lead within 20 minutes. So I think that really helped settle the crowd's nerves. I don't think there was even much chance to get nervous in the game because we scored very early on. I'll go into more detail how we played later in the video, but I'll talk about the first goal. The first goal actually came from a mistake from Graham Dorrans on the edge of the area. For some reason he tries to pass it back into a dangerous area. Don't know why you would do that in your own defence, by the way, but he ended up inadvertently playing a through ball to Bassey. Bassey nicks onto it, drives towards the line, and then has a presence of mind to cut it back into the middle of the 18-yard line, and John Lundstrom just kind of passes it into the net, really, past the goalkeeper who had absolutely no chance. What I liked about that is Lundstrom's had a bit of stick recently, even from our own fans, saying he's no good enough, and we didn't care why he brought him in and all this kind of stuff. I think that's nonsense. I think Lundstrom's a fantastic player. He's probably not up to the speed of Scottish football yet, and that's probably why he's kind of struggling a little bit. But just a couple of minutes later, we created another chance from the left-hand side. Again, it's Bassey on the left-hand side. He gets his cross in, and it's straight at Roof. Roof heads it straight at the keeper. Unfortunately, it was a really good move from Rangers. Roof was a wee bit unlucky. I think he was slightly behind him, to be honest, and he had to kind of adjust his feet, and that's probably why he didn't get enough power on the header. Just 17 minutes in, we managed to get a second. For me, this was the best goal of the game. Pick of the bunch for me. Good work for Kamara in the middle of the field. Passes it to Hadji. Hadji looks up, finds a fantastic through ball for Scott Wright to just run up there. Scott Wright gets there first, beats his man, cuts onto his right foot, and buries it into the near post. Really good finish from him. Delighted with Scott Wright. And I will go on and talk a wee bit more about Scott Wright later on in the video, but I thought it was a fantastic finish from him to make it 2-0. Just 2 minutes later, again from the left hand side from Bassey. Fantastic cross, and it's met really well by Hadji. I think all the work was done by the fantastic cross from Bassey. We say a lot about Barisic's delivery into the box from left hand side, and Bassey done every bit as good there. It was a fantastic cross, and Hadji really just had to meet it and kind of guide it on target, really, for 3-0. I'll skip over a couple of chances, because if I talk about every single chance in detail then we'll be here all night. There was a possible penalty claim in the 28th minute where Scott Wright, I felt, was bundled over. Could have been given, but Ollie Collum was the referee, so that'll be that then. We're not getting that penalty. 33 minutes in, we managed to get our fourth goal of the half. Kamara played it into Aribo. Aribo kind of lets it run through his legs, and there's a clever little flick, back heel type thing, straight through to Kamara. Kamara takes one touch on his left foot, settles it on his right foot, and just buries it past the goalkeeper. Really tidy finish. I really think he's a top player for us. Really good finish, and 4-0 within 33 minutes. Fantastic. Just after that, or maybe about 60 seconds later, there was a wee bit of worry in the back line where they played the ball over the top. Goldson goes to clear it, completely misses it, and McLaughlin's forced into a really good save. Does make the save, does well, but there was a wee bit slack from Goldson, and it wasn't the only time in the match that our defence done that. There was one time, I think it was in the second half, the first half possibly, I can't even remember now, but Jack Simpson kind of tried to usher it out for a goal kick, and he lost the ball, ended up having to bring the boy down, and they got a free kick quite close to our goal. Didn't come anything, but it was just a wee bit worrying that the lack of concentration still seems to be there, and I think a better team on the day probably would have punished us for those mistakes. Once we got the fourth goal, the chances in terms of real opportunities kind of died down a little bit. We had one chance not long after we scored, actually, where Aribo sent Bassey again down the left hand side. Got out to Hadji. Hadji got his shot blocked. Went out for a corner, so obviously it was a goal kick to Dunfermline for some reason, didn't get that one. And then it's half time, 4-0, really pleasing half of football. So we came out for the second half and we still had the same intensity that we did have in the opening 45 minutes. We didn't really create anything until 12 minutes into the half, where we've got the ball in the box. Roof puts his foot onto the ball, feels the contact from behind, goes down. I'm not saying that's a dive, but I think he's been very clever getting his body in front of the ball there to anticipate the contact that he knew was coming. And up steps Roof, puts it past the goalkeeper. Really tidy finish, a lot of power on it. Keeper guesses the right way, but he's absolutely no chance of stopping it. Great finish for 5. So once we're up to 5, we started making a couple of subs. Wright went off, played really well. Morelos came on, and it was all about how many chances Morelos was going to get. None of them probably clear cut. He had a chance and forced the goalkeeper into a really good save. I actually think this is the one I'm thinking about, just thinking now. It was this one, the keeper saved and it went out for a goal kick apparently. I didn't understand why that happened. I was getting a wee bit confused with some of the other chances we had, but there was definitely a point in the game where we took a shot, keeper saved it, went out behind the goal, and it was a goal kick. Strange decision, but again, volley column, what do you expect? A couple of chances, Patterson made a real good cross, and just as Morelos is just about to get there, the keeper gets a touch on it and kind of puts it away from Morelos. He has a shot that was just kind of floated over the bar, for just outside the area, with about 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, he had a shot deflected wide, and that's pretty much it. Morelos, I thought, played really well when he came on. It would have been easier for him just to kind of down tools and not play very well, considering we were 5-0 up in a League Cup match. But he worked his hair off, worked his socks off rather, and probably unlucky not to score. So yeah, 5-0, fantastic victory. I'm going to go for my man of the match as Bassey. I thought he was absolutely terrific. He's just got so much power running down that left hand side. And obviously the comparison between him and Barisic is he can't really cross a ball, but look at that ball for Hadji's goal. Absolutely superb. And he's just full of running, never ever gives up. And he's one of these players, I don't think he's naturally gifted as a football player, but he just tries so hard, and it pays off a lot of the time, to be honest. There are some players like that whose sheer power and determination will get through and they will play well. And he's one of the players. I thought he was absolutely terrific. So Bassey for man of the match for me. Yeah, so that's the video done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video, which will be for the European game on Thursday. Thank you very much, and cheers.